All right, grade 7. Yesterday we have finished the reading comprehension, which called Silent Spring. Silent Spring. It was talking about an imaginary country or an imaginary town where the farmer used the DDT pesticide to kill the insects inside the farm. Yet unfortunately, the DDT affected all the life form, including human and animals, all together. And because of this, death has happened to animals, people, and even younger children. And the doctors didn't know what to do or what happened to all of those who died. Today we are continuing the reading comprehension, which called novel speech. Novel speech. الغرة. Safe, can you mute?
Me?
Yes.
Teacher, now I can see your screen.
Okay, that's good, Al. All right, that's great. In page 373, we are talking about the Nobel speech. I read the background. Okay, the Nobel Prize is a prestigious award granted to those who have done outstanding work to promote peace in the world. The Nobel Prize was established by Alfred Nobel. Alfred Nobel, a Swedish chemist and engineer known for inventing dynamite.
Teacher,
Yes,
sorry for, but teacher, my perspective, I think it's in school.
okay, I have shared my book with you now, Muhammad. You can see through your
Okay.
computer or laptop, okay? So again, we are talking about the Nobel Prize, okay? First, it's a prize that the Nobel Prize is a prestigious award granted to those who have done outstanding work. So not anyone can have the Nobel Prize because it's very elite one. Not all the men or the scientists can have it. It only those who have really done outstanding work can have the Nobel Prize. It was established by Alfred Nobel himself, which is a Swedish chemist and engineer. He was the one who invented the dynamite. Okay, the 2007 Nobel Prize was awarded to Al Gore for his efforts to educate people about the threats
Teacher, I have a question.
caused by man-made. Okay, after we finish, please. Caused by man-made climate changes and to urge people to act against the effect of climate change. So simply, guys, I'll give you a hint about the price before we start. Okay, so Alfred Nobel, he was a chemist and he was also an engineer. He invented the dynamite. Okay, and he invented it just to use it to plow the mountains in order to search for coal, for gold, for diamond minerals inside the earth. Okay, yet unfortunately, after inventing it, people used the dynamite in war and they used it to kill each other. So he felt like he was responsible for all of the deaths that happened because of his invention. That's why he was very sad. So he collected all of the money he has already gained and put the money inside a bank. Okay, and he would write a contract that anyone who will do something good for humanity, right, will be granted a part or a share of his money. All right, and of course the money was so big, a lot amount of money that each year it will be multiplied. As you know that you have shares by putting your money inside the bank. So with each year they will add another branch to the price itself. First it was only about chemistry, then it was chemistry, then engineering, then science, then Now it's also about peace. A lot of Arab engineers, doctors, and even presidents have already won the Nobel Prize, including Dr. Ahmed Zewail and also Mohammad Anwar Sadat, the Egyptian president. He won the Nobel Prize for peace. Okay, so
teacher, I
who
just want to
wants
go
to
to the
ask?
bathroom.
Yeah, no problem. I see. Someone had a question with Chiz?
Me.
Yes.
But you answered the question, so just continue.
Okay. Starting with Nobel literature, also December 10th, 2007. All right. Start first by Nawaf.
Yeah, teacher.
Yeah, paragraph number 1.
Your Majesties, Your Royal Highness, honorable members of the Norwegian Nobel Committee,
Committee means a gathering
ladies and
or a group.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, continue.
I continue.
Yes.
Okay. I have a purpose here today. It's the purpose I have tried to serve for many years. I have prayed that God would show me a way to accomplish it.
So as we can see from the beginning of the paragraph, we come to know that now we have Al Gore. He is just in front of the committee of the Nobel Committee. So now the man in front of the Nobel Committee and trying to explain to them his creation. What did he do in order to be awarded this outstanding prize? Okay, paragraph number 3.
Can I read, teacher?
Yes, Muhammad. Okay. Paragraph number 3.
Sometimes without warning, the future knocks on our door with a precious and painful vision of what might be. 110 years ago, 19 years ago, a wealthy inventor read his own obituary, mistakenly published years before his death, wrongly believing the inventor had just died. A newspaper printed a harsh judgment of his life work, unfairly labeling him the merchant of death because of his invention. Dynamite. Shaken by this. Condemnation. The inventor made a fateful choice to serve the cause of peace.
Okay, thank you, Muhammad. So in paragraph number 3, guys, here the man speaks about the price itself. How was the price invented? So he told us that it was invented approximately 119 years ago in the past, when we have a wealthy inventor. Wealthy means very, very rich. A wealthy inventor. He had mistakenly, so just by mistake, published his own will, okay, before his death. So all the men now has already believed that the man, the wealthy inventor, which is Alfred Nobel, has already died. So because of this, a newspaper has printed a harsh judgment. A harsh means very, very bad. Okay, a harsh judgment of his life work because the man has already invented the dynamite, so they called him the merchant of death. Merchant of death means the trader of death, like the man who trades in death. Okay, so for example, I trade in gold. No, they called him the merchant of death, means the trader in death, because he invented the dynamite, which people or other people used to kill other men. So they called him or named him the merchant of death. Of course, shaken by this. Shaken by this means that the man was uh, very unhappy, very sad, very feeling weird. Come on, guys, I invented the dynamite only to serve humanity, only to use it to discover the minerals inside the earth. Why would you call me a merchant of death? Okay, so that's why he was shaken by this. But because he is very good man and he has a very kind heart, so he has really made up his mind uh, and chose a faithful choice to serve the cause of peace. Okay, guys, if you think that I'm now the merchant of this, all I'm gonna do, I'll put all my money that I have already won, and I'll make it under the service of peace, just to serve peace and nothing but peace. Going to number 4.
Teacher, can I read?
Who?
Ahmed Al-Bargan.
Ahmed, how are you doing, Ahmed? Yeah,
Fine.
I didn't hear from you. Okay, Ahmed, number 4.
Okay.
4 and 5.
7 years later, Alfred Nobel created this prize, and the author that bears his name.
Okay, so meaning that after just determining to serve the cause of peace, he just, how can I do that? So he started trying to invent a plan, and after 7 years, he has already created this prize after collecting all the money, put the money inside the bank, and made the contract with the bank owner that anyone will serve the cause of peace along. From now on, he will be given this reward. Okay, number 5, Ahmed, again.
Okay. 7 years ago tomorrow, I read my own political obituary in a judgment that seemed to me harsh and mistaken, if not premature. But that unwelcome verdict also brought a precious of
Precious.
painful gift, an opportunity to
Opportunity.
search for fresh new ways to serve my purpose.
So again, here in number 5, Al Gore, the main character who's talking right now, is comparing himself to Alfred Nobel, because now he says 7 years ago tomorrow. So today is what? Today is Monday. Tomorrow will be Tuesday. So exactly 7 years like tomorrow, Tuesday. Okay, I read my own political obituary, and obituary you will find the reading, the meaning down here. Okay, is referring to highly concentrated in 2000. Okay, so 7 years because now he is talking in 2007. All right, so he has already read the political obituary in a judgment that seemed to him harsh and mistaken, exactly like what happened to Alfred Nobel. So in paragraph number 5, we can see that he is comparing himself or what happened to him 7 years ago to what has already happened 119 years ago to Alfred Nobel. Paragraph number 6.
Can I read?
Faisal. Okay.
Teacher, can I read?
Turkey. Samer.
Yes, Mimi.
Okay, Samer. Number 6.
Unexpectedly, that quest has brought me here. Even though I fear my words cannot match this moment, I pray what I am feeling in my heart will be communicated clearly enough that those who hear me will say, "We must act."
Thank you.
Can I read?
So again, yes. So again, guys, just highlight this. We must act. Act, do what? So we need to ask ourselves, act doing what? Okay?
Okay.
Number 7.
I read number 7.
Yup.
The scientist with whom
Distinguished. Distinguished scientists mean the awesome scientists or the most perfect ones.
with whom it is the greatest honor of my life to share this hour have laid before us a choice words, the
Choice
word
between.
of the ancient prophet life today.
You missed the line. Say it, you missed the line.
Huh?
The distinguished scientists with whom it is the greatest honor of my life to share this award have laid before us a choice between two different futures. A choice that to my ears echoes the words of an ancient prophet, life or death, blessings or curses. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. So again here, paragraph number 7. Now the man is going to become very religious, okay? Telling us that all the scientists that he has already worked with, okay, now they are sharing the same word that other prophets have already shared before, okay? Telling us that because now we are in a severe situation, we are in a very, very bad situation, we can just choose life or this. Okay, it's just according to us, blessing or curses. Therefore, choose life. We have the ability to choose right now. We have the ability to choose. So please choose life. Okay, so act now so that we can choose life. Okay, guys. So he wants us to act right now in order to choose life over death. Okay, number 8, Ali. Ali.
Can I read?
Yes, Abdulaziz.
Yes. I don't have the book, so can you put the...
Okay.
Teacher, why is everybody changing their name to me? No.
Concentrate here, Zuhair.
We,
I
the
am.
human species, are confronting a planetary emergency, a threat to the survival of our civilization that is gathering ominous and destructive potential
Attention.
even as we gather here. But there is hopeful news as well. We have the ability to solve this crisis and avoid the worst, though not all, of its consequences if we act boldly,
Decisively, and quickly. So again, the human species are confronting a planetary emergency. So now he's starting to tell us about the problem that we are suffering from, or we are about to have, that we have a crisis. A crisis means a very, very dangerous situation. crisis is a very, very dangerous situation. Like we can say that we have a crisis because of coronavirus. So because now we are confronting a very bad timing, a very bad situation, a very dangerous one. So we call it a crisis. Here also, Al Gore is telling us about another crisis, which is the changing in the climate. Number 9.
Can I read?
Yes. Who?
Can I read? Zuhair.
Okay, so here, number 9.
However, despite a growing number of honorable expectations, too many of the world's leaders are still best described at the words of Winston Churchill, applied to those who ignore Adolf Hitler's threat. They go in a single strange paradox, decided only to be undecided, resolved and irresolute. A demand for drift, solid for fluidity, and all powerful to be impotent.
Okay, so again, number 9 here, the man continues to talk about the continue or the growing number of the honorable expectations. Too many of the world's leaders are still best described in the world. Winston Churchill applied to those who ignored Adolf Hitler threat. So meaning that, okay guys, simply paragraph number 9. Okay, I know that all of the leaders now, they do not fear anything. They don't have any fears about the future or about the climate change. Yet it's exactly like what happened to all of the leaders back then in Hitler's time. Most of them said that Hitler doesn't pose any threat to us. Yet on the other hand, he killed, let's say, quarter of humanity back then. So again, guys, we are facing the same crisis. Now we are suffering from a severe problem, and most of the leaders they just do not oppose for it. Okay. Paragraph number 10.
Can I read?
Mr. Al-Ataibi, do not speak in Arabic, please, and stop using the chat. Okay, Turkey.
Can you put on the screen?
Okay. Number 10. So today.
So today we dumped another 70 million tons of global warming pollution into the thin shell of atmosphere surrounding our planet, as if it were an open sewer. And tomorrow we will dump a slightly large amount, with the cumulative concentrations now trapping more and more heat from the sun.
So again, now he comes to the major or the main reason for this gathering. Today, guys, we are dumping approximately 70 million tons of global warming pollution inside our own atmosphere because of the trash, because of the litter, because of the rubbish, because of all the things that we dump, that we throw, that we do not recycle. All of this is considered to be major reason for pollution inside our atmosphere. Just one plastic bag, it takes approximately 600 years to decay. Come on, if you throw one plastic bag in the street or in the sea or in the ocean, it takes approximately 600 years to decay. So it's a pollution inside our own atmosphere. And because of this, we probably will suffer from the global warming. Okay, meaning that the sun now reduces a certain amount of heat each day. But because now we have many undecayed plastic and a lot of pollution inside our atmosphere, so they absorb the heat, take the heat from the sun, and doesn't reflect it to the atmosphere. It reflects it inside our atmosphere. So the heat now will increase inside the atmosphere, and this will become disastrous. a lot of disaster will happen. Like now we are suffering from the heat. If you ask your parents, your grandfather, your grandmother about the temperature back in their time, when they were still in your age, they will tell you, no, it wasn't so much heat. It was very good back then. But because of the pollution, the heat now increases day by day and year by year. Okay? Number 11. Fahd, did you read? Fahd? Okay. Asil, did you read? Mushal?
No, I didn't read.
Okay, Asil.
Can I
Paragraph
read,
number
teacher?
10. Okay, Asil first. Paragraph number 11.
As a result, the Earth has a fever, and the fever is rising. The expertise have told us it is not a passing affliction
Yeah.
affliction that will heal by itself. We ask for a second option, and a third, and a fourth, and the consistent
System. Conclusion.
conclusion restarted with increasing alarms is the something's basic is wrong.
Okay, so simply, guys, he just put all the matter in just this line. The Earth has a fever. The Earth has a fever. Mean that the Earth is becoming hot and hot day by day and year by year, and we are obligated to find a solution for this problem, because of this problem will affect all of us. This problem will just not only us human, but will affect all of the planet. Okay, the plants, the animals, the fish, all of the being that live on Earth will be affected because of this fever. So we must find the solution. Okay, second opinion, third one, fourth one. We must search until we find the solution. Paragraph number 12, Ali.
We are what is wrong, and we must make it right.
Stop here, please. So, after now presenting the problem, okay, because now the Earth has a fever, so that's what we are suffering from now. Okay, what caused this fever? What caused this problem to planet Earth? Simply, he put it in one line. We are what's wrong, and we must make it right. So simply, guys, we are the reason for making the Earth so bad, so hot, and we are the reason for the climate change. So, and because we are the reason, we are what's wrong, we are obligated to make it right. And the responsibility is totally upon our shoulders. Okay. Number 13, Ali.
Last September 21, as the northern hemisphere tilted away from the sun, scientists reported with unprecedented distance that the North Pole ice cap is falling off a cliff. One study eliminated that it could be completely gone during summer in less than 22 years. Another new study to be presented by U.S. Navy,
Yes.
U.S. Navy. Teacher, it's not focused.
U.S. Navy researchers. Okay.
Researchers later this week warned it could happen in as little as 7 years.
So in paragraph number 13, guys, he's talking about last September 21st. Last September 21st. Okay, the northern hemisphere tidal away from the sun, meaning that it moves away from the sun a little. Okay, scientists has already reported unprecedented distress that the North Pole ice cap is falling off a cliff. And here is a major problem because of the Earth now has a fever or because of the climate change. Okay, the North Polar ice cap is falling off a cliff. Okay, uh, just a hint outside the reading comprehension. We are living inside a harmony between the salt water and the sweet water. Okay, we must live in harmony, and because of this harmony, guys, right? The temperature on Earth is fixed. We have salt water in oceans, seas, okay, and we have a sweet water in rivers and lake, for example, and wells. Okay, there is a harmony between all of them. And now we have a huge amount of ice in the northern polar and the other one, the Arctic and in the Arctic, for example, and the North Polar. Okay, so there is harmony and a fixed amount of sweet water and salt one. But now the ice is about sweet water. If the temperature of the earth rises, so the ice will melt. Okay, and now the ice is a sweet water melting inside the salt one. It will make a disharmony inside the cycle of the water inside the earth, and this will become disastrous. A lot of problems will happen. Some people say that we will enter another ice age if a fixed amount of ice shall fall from the cliff.
Teacher,
Okay.
there's somebody writing bad words in the chat.
Mr. Mishal? Mishal?
Teacher, it's this guy called Aban. I don't know who he
Yes,
is.
yes. Hello?
Yes?
Yes. What do you need?
I need you to read.
Where?
Paragraph number 15.
Okay.
7 years from now, what will happen?
Okay. In the last few months, it has been harder and harder to misinterpret the signs that our world is spinning out of Hitler. Major cities in North and South America, Asia, and Australia are nearly out of the water due to massive droughts and melting glaciers. Despite farms and losing their livelihood, people in the frozen Arctic are on low-lying Pacific islands are planning evacuations of places they have long called home. Unprecedented, I think. Wildfires have forced 500,000 people from their homes in one country and caused a national emergency that almost brought down the government and another climatic yes, have
refugees.
migrated into areas already inhabited by people with different cultures, religions, and traditions, increasing the potential of conflicts. Stronger storms in Pacific and Atlantic have threatened whole cities. Millions have been displaced by massive flooding in South Asia, Mexico, and 18 countries in Africa. A temperature as temperature extremes have
Teacher.
increased, tens and thousands have lost their lives. We are riskily, I think, recklessly burning and clearing our forests and driving more species into extinction. The very web of life on which we depend is which ripped and frayed.
So simply, guys, in paragraph number 15, he just put the whole matter of problem, what we are suffering from, what is the cause for our problem, and what should we do about it. So he just gathered all the needed information about the problem, and he just put it in paragraph number 15. That's why it's considered to be the most important paragraph in the reading comprehension. All right?
Teacher, I will go and
Don't-
come back.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, no problem. Paragraph number 16. Who hasn't read, guys?
Teacher, can I read? I read it, but I want to read again.
No, me. Please, teacher, me.
Teacher,
Who?
I don't read.
Me.
Who didn't read? Say your
Me,
name.
Muhammad, Khayal, Muhammad.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, MK number 16.
We never intended to cause all this destruction, just as Alfred Nobel never intended that dynamite to be used for waging war. He had hoped his invention would promote human progress. We shared that same worthy goal when we began burning massive quantities of coal, then oil, and methane. Methane or
Okay.
methane.
Methane, yeah, it's a chemical compound.
methane.
Yeah, methane.
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 Okay,
Yeah,
methane
methane.
Thank you very much. Methane is a chemical compound, okay, that's used as a gas. Okay.
I know you
So
fart
again,
out. Good fart.
So again, guys, in paragraph number 16, he just told us about our intention, that we did not intend to do any harm for either our planet or for ourselves, just like Alfred Nobel. Okay, but unfortunately, what we have done was completely wrong, and now we are suffering from the consequences. Okay, number 17. Number 17, Muhammad Al-Falah.
I don't read.
Okay, who are you, Khaled?
Fahad.
Okay, Fahad, number 17.
Okay. Even in Nobel's time, there were a few warnings
Warnings.
of
Yes.
the likely consequences. One of the very first winners of the prize in chemistry
Yes.
worried that we are evaporating our cool mines into the air. After
We are evaporating our coal mines into the air.
10,000 equations by hand spent Arrhenius calculated that the Earth's average temperature would increase by many degrees if we doubled the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere.
Okay, thank you. So again, the man here comes to give us a lesson in history. Okay. Now he's here being awarded the Nobel Prize just for his expectation in the climate change. Yet he comes now to the history and telling us that even in Nobel's time, guys, when Alfred Nobel himself was still alive, okay, we had a winner of the prize, right, which was Professor Svante Arrhenius. He told us that we are evaporating our coal mines into the air. Be careful. Be minded. Take the precautions. Be careful, guys. We are evaporating our coal mine into the air. And now he just started using his hand, and he wrote over 10,000 equation, okay, by his own hand. All right. Turn out that and calculating that the Earth's average temperature would increase by many degrees, so will become more and more if we just double the amount of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. And of course, carbon dioxide, which its chemical formula is CO2, carbon dioxide is produced by burning coals, okay? Burning coal or burning gas produces carbon dioxide. Paragraph number 18, and that's gonna be the last one, okay? Who didn't read? Paragraph number 18.
Teacher, I want to read again.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Teacher, everyone's leaving.
No problem.
70 years later, my teacher Roger Revell and his colleague Dave Keeling began to precisely document the increasing CO levels day by day.
Okay, so by now determining that CO2 is being increased, so the crisis is about to happen. And I believe that's it for today. We inshallah continue tomorrow or next Sunday. Does anyone have a question?
No, nothing.
Okay. All right.
No.
Okay, I'll see you. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. Tamer, hang out, please.
Okay. Where is